right, we're off. We're at Hole in the Rock in Halls Crossing, Utah. Heading out solo today. So let's cross our fingers and hope that Murphy does not appear and do us in. So how far in are we, Tony?
I don't have my glasses.
I was going to tell you how far in we are, and so far it's been pretty flat, but he can't see his mileage thing on his car. Welcome to old age.
But we're to this point.
Are we supposed to take a right here?
No, remember that's the right one that goes to that other trail.
Okay, this is
Where you gotta go
2511, and we are not taking a right. At least I can make this message in case we get lost on the way out.
And you find our bodies.
Forgot to bring the GoPro, so everything is being done by my iPhone. Okay, we'll see you at the next obstacle. Alright, I lied. I said I was going to do, the next video would be at the first obstacle, but going through this pass here, so I thought I would take the video. So we're about 10 miles in, and it's just been pretty much a dirt road till this point. But now I have a feeling we're going to start to see some action. All right, we're 13 miles in, and we hit our first obstacle. Keep going. Always nice of him to see if I want to ride. Might as well videotape the rest of it. He hears me talking to you, so he stopped. I need to remind him I'm videotaping. Some of that requires some talking. There are so many airplane contrails up in the sky around here. It's a little rocky, I would say. So far, really, a stock Jeep could handle all this. But we know that there's more to come. You still got your lockers on?
I don't have lockers on. Sway bar disconnect.
Oh, okay. Sway bar disconnect. Sorry. Same. Something like that. Did you disconnect your sway bars?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
They always say leave one thing just in case you get stuck.
Yeah, but I could see where it was. It's hard to see on the video, but definitely with your sway bars disconnected. If I was outdoors, that would have been a good picture because of.
When we come back, I'll probably need them to get over that. Oh, I killed the duck.
Our duckies are moving from the dashboard. On the way back, I'll show you the mountain that's got snow on it still. We are here and it's what, April 30th today.
Yes, it is. Now I'll go this way right here.
It's really hard to show it on without being out on it. Next time I'm gonna have to get out, but you can't see what we're doing. You can probably see me moving the camera though. We're inching down so the bumper doesn't hit as hard. A little shelf here.
There we go. There we go.
Plus you get Tony's little commentary. Yeah, not the same from inside. I will be getting out at the next one so you can see it. I don't know if you can see it because I couldn't see.
Oh, jackrabbit.
Where?
Or tracks in the road. See them?
Oh, okay, yeah, tracks. But look at, there's a tree over there, a dead tree. Where is it? Can you see it? It looks like a cobra snake. See it right there?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't it?
Loch Ness.
Oh yeah, Loch Ness. There's Lake Champlain.
It's petrified when the water receded. That's what it does.
You know how you look, I said this yesterday to Tony, when you're looking up in the sky and you see clouds and, you know, some people or kids will sit there and say, oh, that looks like a whale or that looks like a turtle. I see that when you look at some of these mountain rock formations and stuff like that. There's times when you can kind of like, I spy a giraffe because they're shaped kind of like that.
Something else walking over here.
Something else besides a jackrabbit?
Smaller.
Could it even be dogs? If
Could
somebody
be,
was here with their dog?
No, this is like fox size. That's jackrabbit size.
We have been searching. Okay, here's a little bumpy thing. I should have some rocks sticking out. We've been looking for some type of wildlife, but we haven't seen anything. So this is a little bumpy here, but you could have went over to the left and avoided that.
If the rabbit can do it, I can.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. We got some rocks. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out and videotape this.
This is like sandpaper.
Yeah, it is.
So, tire up there, tire right there, going straight to you.
I don't think you need to put a tire up there. You can put one right here in the groove coming down.
Right here.
Okay, do what you want. I am no expert. He wants me to spot him, but I don't always know what I'm doing. I am not a spotter. I am a video photographer, not a very good one at that. It is nice to have these to look back on. All right, let's see what line he decided to take. He wanted to go up on the side of that. He knows more than I do. I would have done something different. Would have put him off camber a little bit though. As long as I'm not in the Jeep, I don't mind off camber. All right, so let me see. Looks like it's pretty flat from here. I'm gonna jump in. All right, so there's times when you're trying to figure out where is the trail. And we were just down there and we had to decide between left and right. And somebody on one of the reviews here on the Jeep Badge of Honor trail, I guess in the app, said to always go right. So we went right, and then you had to go up a hill, which by the way, I wanted to show you, there's the mountain over there with snow still on it. You get to the crest of the top of the hill and you're kind of like, where's this go? Does it go straight down? You take a right when you get to the top of that hill. And I guess you're just gonna drive along this edge here for a little bit and then we'll see where this goes. All right, I just did that video about how we went up the hill. I wanted to show you the views from up here. We are starting to second guess whether or not we did take the right trail or not. There is no other tire tracks except for maybe a dirt bike. And I said, well, let's get out and check. And you can see our tire tracks right there. But you didn't really see any other tire tracks. But look at the view. There's Lake Powell way over there. We're on the top. This is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're definitely second guessing if we are on the right trail or not. So, see, this is in front of us. There's no other tire tracks. And we did see when we drove by here on the way to the campground yesterday, we saw that there were other people here on the trail. So I don't know. I don't know if we should turn around, if we should just keep going on this trail. Definitely, I know that this trail ends over near Lake Powell, which is in the opposite direction than we are traveling. We don't have a good enough cell service here to even pull up any maps, which honestly I can tell you I didn't find any maps. When I look on like All Trails, the maps that they provided were of the other side. I'll show you. These are I'll zoom in, you can see the trails over there. It is windy up here. So I don't know. I'm gonna get in the car and we're gonna discuss what we want to do. All right, we decided we were gonna drive a little bit further and then make a decision there whether or not we want to turn around or we're gonna just keep on this trail. It might get narrow enough where maybe just a dirt bike can handle it, and that's why we see it looks like a dirt bike kind of a trail. Tony was commenting that he could even see my footprints in it, so the fact that we just don't see any other tire prints does kind of concern us, but it is still drivable.
Until it isn't.
I know. You just gotta make sure it's at a point where we stop where we can turn around.
I wonder what the views are like a little further down the road here.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like a cliff. Looks like we're gonna be turning around.
I'm turning around.
Yeah, there's no other trail here, so it looks, yeah, look, there's no trail. Yeah, turn around.
I'm going down there.
Oh, you're gonna go down?
Yeah.
This looks like
it's a trail.
Is this a trail going down?
Yes.
Yeah, but see, the thing is it's tricky because you see some of that sagebrush popping up. So that down there is a trail, Tony. You don't think that's it?
Tell me.
Well, no, I'm looking and when I look down, I don't see where a trail goes once you get down there though. That doesn't look like a trail that would be driven very often. So yeah, let's turn around. All right, we're gonna turn around. We also have been saying to ourselves, there just has not been very many obstacles, and we were under the impression that there were going to be more. I mean, you saw the ones I videotaped so far, but that's all we really have come across. And we know that there's supposed to be a lot of off-camber, and we also have been told that there's supposed to be some shelf roads and stuff like that, but
we're only in 16 miles.
All right, we're at the 16-mile mark.
But we drove like 4 miles on this wrong turn.
There is some signs when you get to a Y. One of them says 95. It says the designated trail. And then there's another one that it just says designated trail with no number. On one sign it did say hole in the rock with an arrow, so I know that when we went to the right there we were good. It's just whether, now where do we go? I don't know. At what point do we go back down and turn around? Now I will say we do have on the GPS here, it shows our tracks. So as long as they don't get rid of those tracks, if we start taking turns other than lefts and rights and everything else, like if we would have just stayed right, it's easy enough to get out knowing you just go left. When I look down there, I don't really see trails or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
But I know that we need to go towards the water because the trail ends 2 miles from Lake Powell, and they say you can hike the rest of the way to get to Lake Powell. So the fact that this trail is leading us away from it, I thought maybe it was going to loop around and it was going to go over these rocks and that was going to be our obstacles, but it doesn't look like that's the case. All right, so I would say as of right now, if you've ever taken this trail, let us know. We went up this hill and now obviously we're thinking this wasn't correct. Let us know if we were wrong and we should have stayed on it. Yeah, you can see your tracks. But the cars, the vehicles we saw at the parking area yesterday were mostly UTVs and ATVs, and perhaps, see, this is the hill.
And they went that
that
way.
we went down. I don't know. I wish we could have downloaded a trail. I did buy, I think it's all trails that we use. And we like to download the trail, then we can keep track if we're on the right trail or not. But again, I didn't see a trail for this one. It does come up Hole in the Rock, but there's another Hole in the Rock trail on the west side of Lake Powell.
I forgot the name of it already.
It's not called Hole in the Rock?
Yeah, but it is, but it's from the other side.
Right. So you got to make sure that when you're looking at the trails online or videos on YouTube, like we usually do, we usually will pre-watch videos on YouTube just to kind of give us an idea of what we're going to be encountering. And there was a video, quite a few videos called Hole in the Rock, but they were all on the other side, not on the Jeep Badge of Honor Hole in the Rock trail. Honestly, I kind of wish they would have called this like Hole in the Rock 2 or maybe even another name for it. Really, all I kept hearing was the spectacular views, and when we got up here I said, well, here are the spectacular views, but I just still don't think that we're on the right trail. I know, I'll stop saying that. Just the terrain, seeing that mountain over there with the snow on it. Very, very pretty.
Yeah, we're supposed to be over there somewhere.
All right, so instead of taking that right, we'll go and take that left that says 95.
With all the tire tracks. Is that what you want to do? Yep.
Okay.
It had all the tire tracks going on it.
And we will do that. So the whole time we're on this trail was made by the Mormons when they were venturing out west. They came this way and they actually thought it was only going to take them a few months, and it took them quite longer. They ended up spending the winter in this area, but they carried dynamite with them and they would blow up areas within the rocks to be able to get their wagons and their supplies through. It's just amazing the whole time going through this. We just keep saying, like, could you imagine being on horseback or in a wagon and bringing your whole family, or even if it's not your whole family, but just yourself through all this? And what they went through is just amazing. So that's why this trail is here, is because this is the original trail that they went through. Now, I don't know if the trail itself is the exact lineage that they took. There are times when we saw something and we said, hey, this looks like it could have been maybe over there. We would point to something and say, that looks like that would have been good for the wagons. Because obviously where we are driving, where it's flat and filled in and all that kind of stuff, that is not the way it was originally in the 1800s when they were venturing out west.
Here's the downhill.
Okay, so here's where we're going to go downhill. This is where you came uphill and you were like, where do we go? And you ended up going to the right. But now we're going to go down and backtrack to figure out where we went wrong. We think over there, what you're looking at right now, is probably where the trail goes. That would make sense that there would be some obstacles over there. I don't know. Even if you don't want to deal with large obstacles and you have a person like me who does not like scary obstacles, just coming out here and driving on this like what we've done so far has really been pretty easy. I would make sure that you had at least, you know, a little bit of a lift in your vehicle to be able to handle some of the rocks and stuff that we've climbed up. You know, when you deal with rocks like that you're climbing up, you would want to bottom out. I would think most stock Jeeps might be able to handle. Do you think a stock Jeep could handle everything we've gone through so far?
So far, yeah.
Yeah. But again, if we'd made the wrong turn and we're not dealing with all those obstacles, but we've been out here for almost 2 hours. Yeah, we've been out here for almost 2 hours, and then it would be a 2-hour drive back. So a 4-hour drive, if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday or Sunday, or you know, some day you want to just drive around.
Out here, there's nothing else to do except be on a boat.
I know. This is in the middle of nowhere. Even getting to here is in the middle of nowhere. You want to make sure that you fill up your tank with gas. We have right there 2 extra gallons on board in case we need it. We are keeping an eye on the time and our gas gauge because we are not spending the night. A lot of people spend the night on the trail. We just knew we were going to come out here for the day, and at 2 p.m. we know we're going to turn around no matter what, and if we get just above half a tank we will be turning around. All right, so here we go. We're on the other trail. This is trail number 95 that we decided. So at this intersection where we went right and went up the mountain hill, we decided to come back and we took a left instead. So whoever made a comment about always taking rights, you may be wrong, but you may be right. You may be wrong, but you may be right. You may be wrong, but you may be right. Who sings that song?
Billy Joel.
All right, Billy Joel.
Glass House album.
Tony always knows who sings what. Him and a friend of his named Josh, they play a game where they will start to play a song and you have to say the name of the song and who sings it. And the two of them are amazing what they can get. And they play all types of songs. Country, classic rock, today's pop. Although Tony probably doesn't know much of today's pop.
I'm weak on today, but boy, you go early 90s back to the 50s, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm not good with anything. I can sing the song, but forget it if I can tell you who sings it or the name of it. And when I sing it, it's not good. As you all heard.
You might not know what song it is when she sings it.
As you all heard, it wasn't that good. All right, so I'm just looking for the mountain we were on. I guess it's on the other side of the ridge. I was going to show it, but now you can't see it.
Well, when we were all the way up top, we could see in all directions, and we did not see anybody or any dust clouds or nothing.
I think we're the only one on the trail today. Okay, so that was the mountain over there with snow that I was showing earlier, and on the other side of that mountain, I just saw behind us there is another mountain with snow on it. So yeah, this trail definitely looks like it's driven on a lot more. You can see way more tire tracks.
Yeah, and not and off-road tires.
Yeah, it looks like we're on the right track. See you at the next obstacle. Can you see the lizard? We have been looking for some type of wildlife, and there we see a lizard. Finally, something. All right, here we go. Let's see how he decides to do this one. I think his bumper will hit in the back. There's a lot of scrape marks on that rock. Look at that. Nice. Didn't even hit. All right, here's another hilly area. Which you have to remember when you do this trail that what goes I say what goes up must come down and what comes down must come up, because this is an in and out trail. So whatever you use, wherever you drive to come in, you got to drive out. So in that last video, I decided to do a TikTok video with my husband's phone. And I started to say what trail we were on and where we were. You probably thought, well, it's kind of weird what she just said. I apologize for that. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm doing YouTube too. So this is a little, you can see where people hit on the rocks. It's white. Skid plate might hit it. Or maybe our lift and our tires keep us from hitting it. Ah, nice and slow. All right, Tony, what size tires do we have? 35s?
35.
And how much of a lift do we have?
4-inch rough country, which I wouldn't recommend rough country. Sorry.
Right. So 4-inch lift running 35s. And where we see scrapes on the rocks, we are not scraping. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, we definitely made the right decision to go back and take that left instead. This looks more like what we expected to be riding on. I'm not looking forward to the really hard ones though. I've heard there's some really hard ones. I wanted to jump out and show you that this is what this road we're encountering a lot. It's just rocks that are popping out of the ground. It's kind of a little bit of a drop down. You can see here, so obviously somebody scraped a little bit on that, but I said, oh, let's get out and videotape this one so you can see this. Hold on while I get the TikTok going. I said next time I'm going to go. Oh. All right, sorry about that. I said next time I'm going to go over near the tires so you can see him coming down. All right, we got our first big rock to climb. Goes down. Not easy to miss this because you can see how there's kind of some blackish on here from people's tires. Oh, looks like we're dripping something. Oh, we got the air conditioner on. That's probably what it is. So you'll notice some tracks every now and then in the sand. There is an open range here, so there are some cattle floating around. But okay, we're gonna take a look at, let me get over here. Here we go. We're gonna look at this. I just wanna show you, see all the trails right there. All right, I'm gonna catch him coming down this. I probably should be spotting him. He's going down blindly. He doesn't even know what he's seeing. It's so hard to see over the hood. Not bad at all. All right, here's a really long rock garden. So I'm gonna get up here so I can film him coming up it. But it is a long stretch of rocks. So we're gonna do it in segments so I can catch him coming up it. That one's really bumpy. So, I gotta walk a little further. Okay. These are good because sometimes you get some nice flexing of the tires and you can get some good still photos from them. All right, I'm gonna walk up to the next section. Look at this monster. You can see where people are hitting. There's marks all over. I don't remember if this is a section where I saw there was a big hole somewhere. Maybe up there. He probably is gonna want me to spot him. All right, let's see. Where's a good point? Okay, that's not good enough for me to stop. Hold on. I'm gonna come up a little further. Gotta be out of the way so he doesn't run me over. He's stopping so I can do the next leg. Woo, this one's a lot bigger. So again, I was saying earlier, you look for these black marks on the tires, from the tires on the stone. And it'll help you know where to go. All right, there's a bunch of Jeeps coming behind me here. So Tony's gonna come up here. He's got to get out of their way. Looks like some that overland. Well, I guess they're gonna go over. Hi. All right, so here we go. You get to see some other Jeeps on these trails. Continental Divide Trail 2021. Nice. Hi. Alright, it's got to chit chat with them. You know how Jeepers are. You got to share stories. So we've got that one and that one. So obviously, they must have spent the night on the trail. That one's from Utah. Alright, I'll take the recording back up when they're done talking. Alright, he's done chit-chatting, so they're moving. And then we'll be getting to go. Let's see, they have water and gas on the back and a garbage bag. That's one of the things we want to get for our tire carrier, is a garbage bag. He's got a garbage bag too. Look at that setup for overlanding. We have a friend, hey Bobby, he's got one of those. Not that specific one maybe, but one when we went to Tennessee, that's what he stayed in. All right, so we're gonna let him get up this and then we will videotape this next batch of rocks. So far it looks like it's pretty simple getting up this. All right, guess he's gonna keep going without me being in front of him. Oh, he stopped. Maybe he's gonna let me get in, which I think I'll do, and I'll just videotape the rest of it. Looks like it just goes up and down, up and down. I hit record and you stopped.
I lost my train of thought. It wiped my slate clean. Oh boy.
Yeah, we'll get beyond this, and you can tell me all about what they just told you. That way we don't get it on here. Although he did say he rolled his trailer. So that's something. I guess if you're gonna overland, obviously your Jeep sometimes can handle things, but I'm assuming you don't have a sway bar in a trailer. Nice rock formation over there, on that mountain over there. All right, so I will record when we come across something else. besides this bumpy, rocky stuff. All right, so we're at a choice here. We can go over there and go down, but that one, it seems like you go down at a less angle than this one. This one looks like you definitely are gonna hit.
This one, I can go down, I don't think with much of a problem. It's coming back up this one is where I think I'm gonna slam right there.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna bounce.
That's just a big drop right there versus literally no drop over there. Well, there's like a little drop right there in that carved out area of the stone. Which one do you think you're gonna go down?
I'll go down that one.
Yeah, I think that one might be.
Just so, because if I hit my drive shaft, we're by ourselves.
I mean, you may not be able to see it in the video, but that's a much bigger drop. I'm gonna walk this way to get down there so I can videotape him coming down that other one. And can I go this way? No, I'm gonna walk down where he's gonna be driving. That's always the challenge as the video photographer. What is the safest way to get down to where I need to go? All right, I'll see you at the bottom. All right, I found the bottom. Man, I am not very coordinated. Trying to give him some directions with my hands. Okay, you're good. Come on down. You go this way a little. There you go. Straight on down, baby. Ooh, that's steep. Look at him. Look how he's leaning right towards the dashboard. I saw that. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. Going up that? No, we'll have fun. That was the other option. Oh, he did that one. Perfect. Alrighty, after that one, I was about ready to get in the Jeep and I said, let me walk around the corner and see what's next. And then I saw this big rock. Okay, look at, you can go around it on the side here. Let's see how much it drops. A little off camber. Okay, then you go straight down that right there. Not too bad. If you go on the side there, and then I'll have him go that way down that rock. Okay. Let's let him go and then I'll meet him down at the bottom. Oh, he's gonna get out and check. So I think if you just go on this right here where the dirt.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put one tire.
And then when you get up here, you just go right down that. Which is similar to what you just went down. Well, he's coming down before I told him it was time. All right. Thumbs up. You're good to go. I would tell you, if you're a photographer getting out and taking pictures and videos, it pays to have good shoes on with great soles. Glad I put my hiking boots on today. I know, not too bad. Well, here's the next obstacle. We're trying to figure out where the road even goes because you can't really tell. Yeah, he just told me to drive it. Yeah, I don't think so. So one of the things when you are traveling, yeah, I'm not driving it. One of the things that you got to do when you're doing this on your own is ask yourself a couple questions. One, even if your Jeep can make it, what are the chances that something is going to break? And then two, since this is an in and out trail, if you go in, can you get out? So can you go down a hill? No problem. But can you go up the hill? So those are the two things we keep asking ourselves. So now we're trying to figure out when we should turn around. And it is okay when you're out on a trail to say, I think it's time to turn around, which I'm usually the first one to say that over him. You don't always have to complete a trail. It is okay to stop, especially when you're on your own. If we were with other Jeeps, we definitely would push it to another limit. All right, I'm gonna go see what's up here. All right, so this is what we see. So you come up over this hill, you go down, around, the trail goes over to there, and around on the other side of that hill. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on down. He's gonna drive to this section, and then
right here, so I know to be to the left of you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna walk down because we don't know what kind of drop that is right down there. So he'll go to this level, and then we'll stop and reevaluate. I'm just gonna show you the view one more time while he is out or walking back to the car. These views are spectacular. So beautiful. I cannot stress how great of a day it is today. I think it's in the high 70s. Nice light breeze. Over there is Lake Powell. That is what they call the horseshoe section of Lake Powell. All right, let's see if he's ready to come. He just shut his door. All right, we're gonna get right here, let him come on down. Nice quiet section. Do you prefer the quiet or do you prefer music put to these parts when I don't have something to say? All right, now we're gonna decide what we're gonna do from here. I'm gonna walk down to the next section. All right, so we made it down to that level, which is like the second landing. And this looks okay right here. And then from up there, the questionable was what this shows. And this doesn't look so bad. They filled in the area down there. And then it goes that way. Well, I made it down. That was interesting. I'm always nervous of slipping and falling and twisting an ankle, especially walking down something this steep. See right there where he's going in, they filled that in with dirt, which definitely makes that a little easier. All right, I'm gonna jump in. Woo-wee, I'm back in the Jeep now. It's getting hot out. I just had to put some sunscreen on. Should have put it on before we left. because I can feel my neck starting to burn. So this is a little tricky because it's hard to kind of see where to go. There's not any black, but if you went that way, you would go down there, and yeah, I don't think I'd want to do that. There is an orange flag we saw over here with something sticking out, so. Bet you don't see black on this because like the black on the hill is probably from people going up it more than down, maybe. Not sure. Okay, so I think we go this way to the left.
Yep.
Because that's what is to the right. That doesn't look like a trail. There's
They
definitely
are marked with rocks and rebar.
Yeah, when you get to this point, but
Yeah,
there wasn't anything until you got halfway through the trail. Right? What mile marker are we on right now?
9 or 20.
We're on 20, so we still have
16,
16 18 miles to go. Wow. It's a long way to go, and this has definitely become the more technical part of the trail. All right, I'll see you on the next one. All right, well, Tony got out to take a look. I'm not gonna look, we'll figure it out, unless he tells me to. But I wanted to point out this rebar. As you're driving on these rocks, at a specific point when it starts to get more mountainy or rocky, I guess, you'll start to see these rebars. No. He was gonna pull his pants down. He literally just mooned me and I had to erase it and start over. But as I was saying, those rebar will kind of guide you along the way, so that helps. What's on the other side?
You'll see.
Now we're gonna go?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be a surprise for us. You made me delete that other video I was making. Mooning me.
Just put a notice in there.
I would forget to erase it. Oh, okay. We can't even see. It's gonna be a surprise for us. Ooh. He knows I don't like surprises. He knows I don't like certain things. What are we gonna hit? Okay, we're just gonna go down. No drop off?
That.
Oh, okay, yeah, right here. There's a little bit of a drop off. We're gonna feel this. Ooh, I was gonna show you, but I can't. Oh, you can hear it though. Oh, here's a little off camber. Oh, this would have made a good picture on the outside. Yeah, that would have been good. Bummer I wasn't out to catch it. Some more rebar right there. All right, let's see. Looks like just a normal rock climb over there. No, it's not normal. The problem is what's on the top.
Exactly.
That's always the question. What's on the
And
other
do I go
side?
that way or this way?
What's on the other side?
What do you think, eeny meeny?
I don't know.
I think this would be easier.
The one on the left's got more black. They both got scrapes, which I'm not really sure why people are scraping. Oh, probably because by the time
You got to get ahead of
especially
steam.
if you were in like a Gladiator, your long base would definitely be rubbing.
We're going to go that way because we know this road is on the left
You
of
don't
it.
think you don't want to go up and see first?
I don't know. Oh, okay.
See what's on the other side? No, I mean like you walk yourself up, not
Oh,
the
no.
Jeep. You're just gonna drive up?
Well,
I'd probably go to the right over the left.
No, because
Or look at some people went over here this way.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
But you're gonna give what a shot going this way?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like you not going to see what's on the top. This is gonna drag the back big time. Oh, I don't like. Nothing dragged. Okay, you better stop because look at.
It's over here.
This is what he's gonna listen to when I am in the Jeep. He prefers me out there. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's get out and see. This is why I don't like to be in the Jeep, because I make all sorts of noises. I am anxious, a worrywart.
I'm going that way to there.
Okay, yeah, this ain't so bad. Yeah, going up that other side on the left wouldn't have been bad. You could just go straight that way.
Oh, look how calm you are now.
Going this way, You
Yeah.
have a little bit of a drop
my
right
hat?
there. Why?
Your cheeks are nice and red.
I know my cheeks are red. I think I'm getting burnt. He just gave me his hat.
Stand there.
Not only are my cheeks probably red from burning, my neck is sore, and sorry you guys, sorry for all that yankety yank there, because I needed to he wanted me to stand there, but I'm not. I'm moving over here. My hair is thinning, so I get sunburn on the top of my head. Welcome to aging. Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll probably edit out all this maneuvering time. Let me see. Gotta back up a little bit, so I gotta give him room so he doesn't run me over. Yeah, it was definitely the better line coming down. That other one would have been a little bit more of a drop. Definitely something you have to worry about if you got a longer base. As for the shorter base, it's not as bad. I think I might walk this, Tony. Well, let's walk this because it looks like... Oh, I just want to see what's on the other side. When am I going to be... Oh, yeah, right here. Might be some nice off camber. I like getting that. All right. I'm going to pause until I get down here and start back up. Here he comes. Thing is, he didn't get out, so he doesn't know what he's going to encounter. I guess that's what I could help him with. Looking good. Go this way a little. Go this way a little. Okay. There you go. There you go. Looking good. Very good. All right, there's two ways down this. We came to a fork and we took this way over to the left and we came up to this obstacle right here. The other option was over here, was coming down this type of rock, which would have been okay. We thought that was a bypass from this whole thing, which Tony went to check it all out. We'll find out what we're going to do here in a second.
You wouldn't know I lost 40 pounds.
He just made a comment about losing 40 pounds. It's hot. It's hot, and I just had a bug fly almost into my mouth. Sorry for that little noise I made. Yeah, it's funny. Because you think, oh, let's go off-roading. You think it's a sedentary thing, but it is not sedentary. Getting out, especially when you're by yourself. Sometimes if you're with other people, somebody gets out and checks it and gets in and you don't have to get out. And I always get out because I like to photograph and video. All right, he's going to come down this one and he's going to stop down here and I'm going to get in for the rest of it. Not for the rest of the trail, but for the rest of this section. Here we go. Can't imagine doing all these trails with a trailer in tow, like the overlanders. All right, it's gonna pick me up and then we're gonna head down the next section. Man, I miss our GoPro. We just have it on our hood right there, and I wouldn't have to be videotaping this part of it. Thankfully, he's already looked at this. I haven't seen this yet, but he says
I can't remember if I was supposed to go left or right.
You said you're going right.
I meant on this.
Oh.
Like that.
Yeah, it's a little steep, but at least it's not a big shelf drop thing. I haven't seen this, and it makes me very nervous when I don't know. Here's my commentary. I can't see anything. Ooh, you wouldn't want to go down into that hole over there. Yikes.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. That hole, I don't know if you can see it right there. If you didn't turn your wheel quick enough and you kept going straight, you would have been down into that.
Yeah, like this. I gotta turn this way.
Yep.
This little duck.
Look like
He went flying.
I don't know if you go left or right on this
I'm
one.
gonna go straight.
Yeah, it looks like most people, well, kind of looks like, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I know you can't really see, but look, right here is this one. Kind of goes down. Not any scrape marks on the right side, so that's pretty good. And there's a rebar up here at the top of this.
I did not see what was up there.
You know, the problem is when your nose is pointing up, you can't see. You would hope they wouldn't have you go and then have it be a drop off without telling you. Okay, there you go. Was that a hole right there? Who knows? We'll see you in a minute.
Okay. Nice and slow.
Yeah, this looks like it might kind of go down sharply and then right back up. There's some scrapes right there. Obviously from people's backsides hitting.
Oh, I could have went that way.
Oh yeah, and you could have went to the right. You could have gone this way
Oh, there's
too.
another. Oh, didn't.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like it's pretty, yeah, over there, looks like it's really flat. Could have went right to the right. So on that one, you can go the right or the left. And then this is pretty much all open here. All right, I'll see you guys at the next one. All right, so we're coming up to a T, and you get two choices at this point. There's a sign that says Hole in the Rock, and then there's another sign that says Lake Canyon. There's also this post right here that says 95 with an arrow to the left, which I would go back to saying that you probably should follow those 95 signs. Lake Canyon is that way, and here is Hole in the Rock. Too bad we didn't have a sticker, Tony.
I was just thinking that.
Stop. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can zoom into that. It says stop global whining. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, when we were in Colorado, we left a sticker when we were there.
Okay.
What was that? Imogene?
Imogene was.
Where that on the top, they had the mailbox on Imogene Pass, and we left a sticker on that.
Listen.
All right, it's just a lot of bumps and rocks again. So we'll see what we find next. All right, we hit our time limit on the trail here. There is, sorry, Tony's turning around. This is as far as we can go. It's where you kind of go around this corner where it's off camber. And then, I'm not sure where that goes, but we have to head back. We knew that we weren't going to be able to do the whole trail. And we have hit that time. The time where now we are going to do everything that we just did, but do it in reverse. All those hills we went down, we are now going to go up. See you on the flip side.